I was gonna sing "It's a Holly Jolly Christmas," but you know what? I did sing it anyways. Anyways, how are you doing, you amazing people? You're in the festive spirit. I'm Keltie, next to Sav. How are you feeling?
Who is better, the cool cat intro or that intro?
True.
Feeling good, feeling festive, feeling chilly, feeling like I'm ready for my Christmas tree out. What about you?
It was so funny that do you? I don't even know how to explain this. I'm like, oh, I'm so cold. We're filming in my office right now. I'm like, I'm so chilly because nothing's on. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm just sitting there in pain and be like, I'm gonna turn the fireplace on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why was I complaining about pain,
Mm-hmm.
cold for an hour instead? Like, you just not think rationally sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Like sitting there, like, oh, just turn the fireplace on. Like, why? Why am I sitting
Yeah,
here in pain?
I agree.
Yeah,
It's not my place to say how
yeah,
cold it is in your apartment.
yeah.
So that's or your office.
Yeah.
So once you said fireplace, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. This building, like, it's such a vast difference because we're in like an older part of the town versus like my
Mm-hmm.
apartment's a new apartment. So it is toasty. It is warm. Here, it's like the fireplace has to be on for 6 hours before you actually start to like
Mm-hmm.
feel heat. I was like, oh, we're so lucky in newer buildings that you turn the
Mm-hmm.
heat on within 3 minutes. My apartment's warm. Here, it's like, okay, see you in 3 hours. Enjoy your
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, that's fair. What's your first hot take?
My first hot take is I'm going fake Christmas shopping. Hear me out. I did all my Christmas shopping back in November. I did it with Black Friday and I was prepared because I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be stressed and go around and try and get all the things and all this in the mayhem, but I want to be in the mayhem. I want to go there and I want it to feel like a Christmas movie in New York where it's crazy and shopping around. And all I want to go look for is a weird Christmas trinket, maybe a little eggnog latte. I'm going to walk around, I'm going to see the sights and I just want to live in the mayhem with no pressure to actually, I like not productive. Like, don't go Christmas shopping to be productive. It's already done. And my hot take is like, that's how you Christmas shop. You don't actually Christmas shop to Christmas shop. That seems stressful.
Yeah, that's fair. You
Yeah.
just want the vibes.
I'm just here for the vibe. I'm Christmas shop for the vibes, not
Mm-hmm.
I don't Christmas shop to actually Christmas shop.
Yeah. Get the peppermint latte, go
Mhm.
smell Bath and Body Works.
Okay, what in the like trio of most popular Starbucks ones? There's the peppermint mocha, eggnog latte. There's the sugar cookie, but no, we're just talking the OG. Like sugar cookies are
Yeah.
great, but we're just talking the OGs, eggnog, peppermint, and missing another
Uh,
one,
creme brulee
creme brulee.
latte.
Is that but one of the
An
OGs?
OG.
I guess it's
No?
been along here long enough. Out of those, what's your favorite?
Creme brulee latte.
Okay.
Why do you think I fought for that
Oh,
puppy?
okay.
What's yours?
Well, mine would have been like the sugar cookie, but that's not. I'm like, it's
I've never
not
had
been
that
around.
one.
That one's so good, but it hasn't been like it's not an OG.
Yeah.
So I think I got it every year in eggnog. Actually, didn't
Ooh.
they get rid of the eggnog latte?
I wonder why.
I
I feel
think
like everyone loves eggnog.
they do, but they didn't have it last year. Now I think of it, they didn't. They got rid of it. Wow, I just remember it. That's heartbreaking. It's not
That
coming back.
is.
They better bring it back.
They better bring it back or else, Starbucks.
I'll boycott.
It's already been boycotted.
True. That was kind of my joke. Is like, when is Starbucks not boycotted?
Literally.
Like it's just
I'm like, are we still boycotting Starbucks? Because
yep.
I gotta go somewhere for my planes terminal.
Well, it's so funny. It's just it's just like always Starbucks is always something they've done wrong. They're in the
And
way.
always.
But you know what? It's easy because you know what? It doesn't make a difference. Like me, that was a joke more so of like me boycotting Starbucks makes a difference.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, we're gonna go bankrupt now. Like I could literally never buy another Starbucks again for the rest of my life, and they'd be like, we couldn't care less. So I'm like, true.
They're the popular girls of coffee.
They are.
Mhm.
They are. Or at least the rich ones.
Unfortunately.
At least the rich ones.
Yeah, agreed.
What's
Agreed.
your hot take?
Okay, my hot take is when you are married, it is so hard to Christmas shop for like your spouse. And every year, Michael and I do not get each other gifts. We do like a trip instead.
Okay.
This year, I was like, I'm opening up gifts. Let's get gifts. It doesn't have to be extravagant.
Fully.
I just want to open up gifts with you. And I've already forgotten. And now that it's coming around, I'm like, oh shit, why did I say it? Because I find it so hard to shop for him. Like, he's a man that like doesn't really need much. He doesn't really want much. Like, he'll tell me if he does, or he'll buy it if he needs it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do I get? And how do I hide it from him when we live together? Right. So, and like, we don't share credit cards or anything, but I can only imagine if you did, how hard it would be to hide it.
Here's my little trick, because Meg's is also the same. He's one of those guys, like, if he really wants something, he already has it. And he also doesn't need that much. And, like, he truly is fine with it. So, like, shopping for him is hard. But I use Notion, or you could just use the Note app. And I have it constantly going throughout the year. And anytime he hints at anything that he kind of enjoys, kind of likes, I write it down. Even like, and it just, by the time of the year passes, I have like at least 20 things, and we'll talk about it in this episode. But all these ideas were things like he casually mentioned in like March, and I'm like, write this down. Like I'll be like, oh, gotta go to the bathroom. Write it down, and then come this time, because it's so hard to sit there and like,
smart.
What does he actually want? And like, it's those, and it's such a good gift when it's just a niche little thing. If you've been like, oh yeah, I always forget I love Nespresso.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Those random little pass. That's how you have to get for those kind of guys.
I love that idea.
That's what I do.
I should do that. But like, I feel like Michael doesn't even half the time like anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's a picky man.
But that's the thing is, but every once in a while they'll mention something. They'll be like, oh, I do love hot sauce.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, and then you're like, it's those subtle...
I love the hot ones hot sauce. He actually does. That's a great idea.
Yeah, right there. Like, it's like those little things like, what's your favorite sauce? Hot sauce. I'm like, get him a collection of hot sauce. That's what you have to do, in my opinion. So that's the only way it works.
It's like a good stocking stuffer.
Mm-hmm.
The hot ones, Michael actually did buy it last year, and every time someone comes and visits us, he makes them take the hot ones. That's like a good stocking stuffer for your guys, or like a present, because like they don't necessarily know. Like sometimes I think he's like, how do I break this ice? And he's like, hot sauce. I'm like, perfect. If it works for you, it works.
Have you tried truff hot sauce?
No, what is that?
Oh, I have some in the fridge. I'm going to make you try it after. It is the best sauce. No, you will love this. You will love it. It's so good. It's not, okay, the one in the fridge isn't actually spicy. Okay. Then you can get the spicy one. Yeah. But it's like the flavor, it's like more like truffle hot sauce. It's so good. I eat it like ketchup. Oh, like that's how good it is. And like I love hot sauce, but this one, like there's no burn after. It's just the taste. Yeah. Then there's like the black one, but then there's the red one, which has actually got like a kick to it. And I was like, they're like bougie. They're like really nice. So they're like, yeah, you've seen them.
Is it like they have sent me hot sauce?
Have they? They're like TRUF.
Yes.
I was like, there's a little thing.
I've given it to Michael. I haven't even tried them.
Does he like it?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. He eats like a million hot sauces, clearly, because we have so many of those hot ones.
There's my idea.
But I think he does like it.
It's so
from
good.
What I remember.
And you can get like little packs of them, because they have like the white truffle, they have the green, and like red. So you can get a gift pack of it. There's a fun little stocking stuffer. Mm-hmm. And I feel Michael's bougie, so it's kind of like...
Get your men some sauce, guys.
That's what they love.
They love their sauce and their grills. I had a horrible incident at a coffee shop with my mother. I bought us this burrito, right? Like breakfast burrito. We were debating on even getting it because we wanted this muffin, right? So it's a stretch to get this burrito. And I'm like, Mom, please just eat it. I'm hungry. I want to split it. She's like, fine. The way this burrito was on fire in my mouth, it had like chili peppers. I'm like crying. We're like trying to drink our coffee, have our muffin. I'm like, this is a horrible experience, but neither of us want to waste our food. Mm-hmm. So we had to eat it and push through. And then all I had was added hot sauce because I had nothing else to like wet it down. Yeah. So I was like wetting it down with more hot sauce. And after I was miserable. I was like, Mom, can we just go back home now? But I'm like, that's why I can't eat hot sauce. It's just people that like hot sauce, do you just like hurting yourself? Do you just like paying for the pain later?
It all depends on it. There's like a high you get from hot sauce.
What is the high?
It's just like a little bit of adrenaline you get when you get it. So it's like you're just like feel buzzed and all that. Like it's so fun, and like the burn, like you can like assimilate to it. I will say, like I feel like my mom started having me eat really hot stuff at a young age, and then like if I haven't eaten anything hot for a long time, and then I just have like the sriracha, suddenly I'm like, oh, this is a kick. But once you have it, like you build it up, and then it's not that bad, and it's like the taste and all that. So it's like it takes a bit of time. And if you didn't have it growing up, though, I bet you it's tough.
Yeah, no.
Like, I was like,
not a hot sauce fan.
That's right. I was like, I feel you grew up with hot sauce, or you didn't.
Yeah.
And it's tough to change. It's tough to change your ways.
You learn to love the pain, or you learn to hate it.
And I learned to love it. My parents forced it upon me, and like it's one of those things I didn't get it, and now I'm like, thank you, thank you. I have a high.
Yeah, that's a flex. Tolerance. If you can have hot sauce, you can have hot things, period. That's a flex, in my opinion.
Don't let this little blonde girl, like, I know I was raised on steak and potatoes, but I can handle some hot sauce. Give me some, like, ramen with some extra chili peppers, anything. Like, bring it on.
Sauce it up.
I'll do it. I will challenge a little taco with extra, like, jalapenos. Watch me.
Yeah.
I'm prepared. My mom knew that. She was like, I'm going to give you a cultured tongue so you can handle these things. And to this day, I'm like, thank you,
Classy
mother.
lady.
Thank you, mother. So it was good parenting on her part.
Yes.
Not perfect, but she gave you that.
I love it.
With that, let's jump into some gift ideas for the fit people in our life. We're going to talk friends and all that. Like, you might just having troubles and you're like, and you know what? We got you. So first off, what are you buying your fit bestie?
Okay, so my fit besties, I am buying them all Pilates socks.
Oh, good.
So a lot of my girlfriends that I hang out with, we all go to this one Pilates studio, and I feel like if you don't have Pilates socks with you, the Pilates studio socks can be so expensive. They're like $35, right? So go on Amazon, buy a pack of 5, pack of 10. There's even fun colors, and they're really affordable. It might be like a pack of 10 for $20 or whatever it may be. So you're saving money. And also it's something you'll always have, like they'll always have when you work out. You can all match, whatever. But like my friends have gifted me Pilates socks, and it's like, you only need Pilates socks really when you're in Pilates or yoga, whatever it is. So it's just like a fun gift that nobody wants to spend their money on. Like I try to think of those things of like, it's like a luxury that nobody would usually spend their money on. So like, they're like, oh, I use it every day though, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
Mine is like little things to get your girlfriends to customize their gym bag. Now, like we talked about in a previous episode, is like it's really in to like customize your like designer purses. Like the Miu Miu purse is the really one that's going like viral and all that. But girls are just like customizing their backpacks and their purses with like little charms and things like that. But so we all just have a basic black gym bag. So it's kind of like, and it's a fun way to show your friends. Like I feel the best part about giving a gift is that like it shows you really know them. So like think of like a little keychain of like, we'll talk Pilates girly. So you get her a keychain that's like a little Pilates sock or something, or like your girlfriend loves dogs, so get a little photo of the dogs or something, like little things like that. And they can be practical ones, like little bags that they could put their AirPods in. But it's just such a fun way to like find like little moments that you're like, oh no, I know what your favorite color is and I know these, and like it's a fun thing that it's such a waste of money for you to buy yourself, like, oh, decorating my gym bag. But have a decorated gym bag's fun. So it's like I feel those are the best gifts. And like
That's
a
cute.
waste for the person to buy, but nice to receive.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's their one.
I like that. That's adorable.
Next up, like we hinted at the beginning, is the boyfriend, the husband, the partner, just the yin to your yang, just boyfriend, husband.
Okay. So this is one thing that I have wanted to get Michael for a while. The man, like I said, will wear something to death because he like doesn't feel the need to have 10 slides. He's like, I'll just have one. I'm called a day. He's had the same Nike slides probably since we were like 22 years old, and they are like falling apart. And I want to get him like a nice Gucci slide.
Ooh.
I just feel like a lot of guys like wearing it. Where I live, they live in slides, right?
There we go.
So I'm like, dress it up. You can go out, honey, in your Gucci slides. So that is going to be a big purchase for me, but like something he has always wanted. And I'm like, you have worn this to pieces. Might as well get you like a fun little designer. I mean, it doesn't have to be Gucci. It could also be like those really nice unisex Amazon ones that I've seen. He's like happy either way, but I just think if you really want to like maybe find out a brand he wants, and then get like just nice slides for them or nice shoes.
Okay, great. Another like expensive but not like luxury slide. I'll just plug it in. APLs. So comfortable. So like if you need a good one that you're like not quite, they're like $200 ones, still like super luxurious. So there's another idea as well. Just if you're like which kind, there's like a quality one.
Yeah.
Now I have the best gift idea for you all. I'm about to spill some tea, and I was like, I need to tell the girlies. This is what inspired this video because the golf is in. Obviously, the boys are golfing. So I was talking to Keenan. We were FaceTiming Megs, and we were talking something with Keenan, and Meg said something about we were like Mick and my mom found out their cabin's near a golf course. This makes sense. I know, but trust me, this is you need to hear their reaction for it to make sense. And they collected all these golf balls, okay? And with these, there was custom golf balls. And so Keenan was showing me and Megs it, and we were kind of laughing. And then Megs and Keenan went off. And they were like, this and this and this custom, and they're like, can customize. And then Megs, I've never heard this man being like, that would be the coolest thing ever. And I heard them saying like, and they're both like, I've never seen two boys more excited than the idea of getting a golf ball that's customized. I mean, they were like 6-year-old boys Pokemon screaming. So what you got to do is you got to figure out the type of golf ball your husband or boyfriend uses, because they all have their type. Like we have our favorite shoes. They have their favorite. And then you can get names and you can get their number. You can get a photo put on it. So I think I put Meg's number 91. I put MP91 on them.
Cute.
I found his favorite Ultimate Favorite one, and then I put a little quote that like it wasn't exactly this, but I'm like, if you found this, you're worse than me, or it's like this is not your ball.
Oh, I
Like
like
that's I
that.
put like
Yeah.
this is so because he'll lose them eventually,
Yeah.
and so it's just funny for the guys knowing like whoever finds it is like that's not.
Yeah.
So I just want to know like. I've never seen men so excited about a concept than a
That's
custom
so
golf ball. So
funny.
if your man golfs,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
I love that. Okay, what's the next one?
Next up, nice and simple. Your mom.
Okay. Well, my mom, she loves to work out from home. I feel like a lot of moms might like to work out from home. So for me, I usually like, my mom and I also don't really exchange gifts. Like in general, we do trips as well. I'm a big quality time girl, not necessarily a present girl. But if I was to do like shop for my mom, it'd probably be like getting her maybe those ankle weights or just like something to add to her at home gym because she doesn't love going to the gym. Like she just rather do it at home on YouTube. And I feel like that's like an easy thing to like get them active and just like give them little equipment to work out. If they like to work out. My mom's just big workout fiend girl. What do you think?
I have an idea of like a little customized skin set for your mom, like in skincare, because I was talking to my mom on Thanksgiving and she's like, asked you, like, what are you using? Because you have the same skin type typically as your mom. And I'm like, oh, I use this and this. And you could tell she was like, would you be able to like write down some like things you think like I'd really like? Because our parents like a lot of them are set in the old ways and they know there's new technology, but like it's overwhelming versus we're all so educated and you probably know your mom's skincare because it's the same kind as you. So like make a customized like skincare routine for your mom. So maybe get a few pieces and like laminate like skincare, like a vitamin C, this, and like make it like really customized towards them.
Oh, I love
And I was
that.
like, and my mom was like so giddy about that idea. So that's what I'm gifting her.
That's cute. Okay, that's a great idea. And you could even like if you wanted, you could dress it up in like a basket, like go to TJ Maxx or
Yeah.
something, get a basket for it, pop in all these different skincares, and yeah.
And let her know step by step because I think
Yeah,
they
write
also
it
they get
down.
overwhelmed. Like make a little menu and be like,
Yeah.
step 1, morning, vitamin C. I think that they would appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're gonna say mom, God, next up, dad.
Okay, for dad, oh, my dad loves these shoes. Anybody, your dad's gonna want this shoe. It's called Reef shoes, and they literally are flip-flops, but they have a beer opener, like a bottle opener, on the bottom of the shoe. So what dad that like doesn't love to have even a soda pop or a beer, like to just flex, and be like, oh, you need that open? Don't worry. They pull out their flip-flop, they open it. It's like something that
Love.
my dad, it's either rainbow shoes or reef shoes, but I buy him it almost every year. Like he loves them. He also lives in Arizona, so he lives in flip-flops, but it is like such a weird flex. He loves to have these shoes. And like he's like, don't worry, I got you. I'll open your beer.
Oh
So
my
it's just
God,
like a
so
funny
funny.
dad trope,
Yep.
you know? And they're really comfy, they're quality, and I think they're like maybe 50 to 70 bucks.
Love it.
Yeah.
Lulu socks. I got Mick, my stepdad, a pair of Lulu socks a couple years, and he will not to this day shut up about it. So I get him different things, but like it's something like that is what a dad will not spend money on is good socks.
Totally.
But a pair of Lulu socks last you. You can wear them every week. Wash them. They're comfy. They look good. You can get like a black pair. And especially like Mick plays soccer all the time. Well, he's Scottish, so he plays football. But you know what I mean? And so like, and that will never not find practicality in that. And like that's something a dad won't buy.
Totally.
He will not buy himself a nice pair of Lulu socks. So you know what? Get him like a 3 pair,
Yeah.
$60. And I was like, they'll use it.
Yeah, that's cute.
Next up, if you have one, not everyone has one, but we do. Brother.
Okay, so my brother, I feel like he would love the Lululemon ABC pants. Any man, really, I feel like likes these pants because they're so comfy. They're basically sweatpants, if you don't know this, but they look like trousers. So they can wear them to work, which is just fantastic because it's comfy.
Yeah. Love. This one's very niche, but it's one of those things you would never think of. But if you get a pair, you're like, this is so nice, especially for the boys. Have you heard of the brand Arc'teryx? Okay, it is. If you think Lululemon is expensive, oh my God. Arc'teryx is like another Vancouver company, but I mean, if you want, they've gone viral on social media for their rain jackets. They're known for their waterproof rain jackets because people stand in the shower in the rain jackets. Like they are the most waterproof. Like they're meant for like mountain climbing. Like these things, like this is how my brother's outdoorsy. If you don't know what Arc'teryx is, he's like, Keltie, you gotta understand, Arc'teryx is our Chanel. Like that's how like the hiking, walking, like outdoorsy community looks at Arc'teryx. Like, oh, you wear Arc'teryx? Like that's like Ferrari. And so you know what I mean? Like, and even if you don't know the name, as soon as you try it on, you're like, oh, I get it. So I've got a Meg's like a pair of Arc'teryx gloves, and that's what I'm also gonna get my brother. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that they're meant for like snowboard, and like these things will keep you dry, warm, and there's like different levels of them. Now they're hella expensive. They're like
How much do they go for?
like 100 to $150. Like they're expensive. But like I said, these things you can rock climb. You can play sports. So if someone's like golfing, just think of like old men shovel, or your brother having to shovel the walks, or if he does golfing, rock climbing, just like I just think of like in the morning, they're the ones scraping the car. So like I said, it's something you won't buy yourself, but like fun gift idea.
Okay, I love that.
Next up, what brother? I have a stepsister and a sister-in-law now, but what about sisters?
Okay, for sisters, I mean, my sister-in-law we're the same person, so I feel like it's anything I love, she's gonna love it. Half the time she's beat me to it. But I love the Laneige lip mask. I feel like that's a really good like gift stocking stuffer. It's I think premium like price as well for something that's just like a lip balm, but it's like a little lip mask. And the girlies love to put it on. I got my mom it last year and she loves it. She uses it every night. Collagen masks. I'll have to find the name of it, but this girl had recommended these collagen masks to me, and she basically takes them on flights or she sleeps in them. I wouldn't recommend sleeping in them. I thought it was extremely uncomfortable. And my mom and I both like woke up and were like, this is not it to sleep in it. But it's like just great collagen mask, like quality. So you can make like a little gift basket. Or I really like the Makeup Forever lip liner, and Keltie and I were just exchanging lip liner looks, and it was like we look like we're the same lip liner. Like you can't go wrong if you know someone's skin tone. So anytime lip liner, little things like that, those are like my favorite gifts. My friend Courtney always gets me the best like little makeup gifts, and I wear them all day. Let me see. I'm trying to find the lip mask. I clearly shop a lot. Okay, here we go. Biodance Biocollagen Real Deep. It's loading. Okay, Biodance Biocollagen Real Deep Mask. Hydrating overnight hydrogel mask. Pore minimizing. Like, it's just...
Say that 3 times fast.
I know, literally. I'm like, just go on Amazon. Like, go on TikTok. This girl literally saw it on TikTok and was like, I love it. My husband even wanted to wear them. So I just bought like a pack of 4. They're like $20.
Love.
Yeah.
It's ironic. At first I saw it because you had it written down. I thought it was mine because it was very similar, but a little bit of different of what I recommend. First of all, the Tower 28 SOS Lip Softy. It's like the dupe for the, it's similar to the All Henna Skin, and it's like the dupe for the Rhode Peptide. It's so good. All I can say is like my sister-in-law, we were there for Thanksgiving, and she's like, my lips are like really dry. And I was like, oh, I got some. Have you ever tried the Tower 28? Like, it's like a dupe for the Rhode Peptide. She's like, Keltie, I'm not in your world. I don't know what Rhode Peptide is. Like, I'm about to change your life. And I had a little bit left over of one. So I was like, just take it, use it. It's yours. And she like messaged me. She's like, oh my God. I was like, I know, girl. I know. So like, and like, who doesn't need a good lip balm? Now, also, then she messaged me right after. She's like, do you have any recommendations for like a skin spray, like after the gym, freshen up, cleans it? Now, I know the Tower 28 has the SOS rescue spray, which I've heard great things. I've personally never used it, but another holy grail, and this is such a nice thing for gym people in your life, Hail Derma spray. You gotta type it. That's like the company, just this one thing. This thing is magic. Now, it's just a spray you use. I use it when I travel. I use it after the gym. I've had a rash. When I got microneedling done, after it was done, I sprayed my face, and like how fast it makes your skin just heal. It's crazy. Like I had this crazy rash because I over exfoliated, and I was like, oh my God, I need to take photos a couple days. You just sprayed it twice a day, and it's like every hour I look at my skin, it's healing. And it's also like antibacterial, all these things. I think you're on a plane after the gym, you have sweat, dirt everywhere, you spray it, it kills all the bacteria. You spray it, it helps your skin heal. It's unbelievable. And so like, I know you got to find it off their website or at like certain medi spas.
Oh, not like Sephora?
No, so you can't get it at Sephora, unfortunately.
I was like,
harder.
I'm gonna get this.
It's harder to get, but if you can't get that, do the Tower 28. But I'm like, but if you can get, like you said, it's called Hail Derma, HALE space DERMA. I didn't use it. Where I go get my facials done, they convinced me. I'm like, oh, it's kind of bogus. And one day I had a rash, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. Everyone needs to buy this thing. It $28 for the spray.
Yeah,
and changed my skin. Wow. Unbelievable.
Okay.
Don't use it every day, but like it's like when you need it.
Yeah. That sounds lovely.
Okay. Next up, I thought it'd be fun. You have a dog in your life. Your friends have a dog in your life. Like what you give, like just the dogs in your lives.
Okay. I loved this question. Bones.
Yeah.
Bones are good for their teeth. Make sure they can eat the bones. But that's something for Bentley that I would do because he needs to clean his teethers with the bones.
Oh, I love that.
What would you
Now, unfortunately, I don't have a dog, but my brother now has a dog, and my mom has a dog, and so there's a lot of dogs in my family. So they will be getting air tags. You know what I mean? That's a little chip. Get a little air tag to go on the collar. So if the dog's ever lost, you can just go and find my friends, and you can find the dog. And then next up is also we just gotta quickly plug this in because I realized we accidentally unplugged my laptop. And then the other thing is the little bags. Like we were talking at the beginning. Remember the gym bags, the add-on, the little backpacks from like Lulu? You can use those to put in treats and poop bags. So the
Cute.
owner, like I give that to Millie, my mom's dog, and she just clips the little backpack on to Millie when they go on a walk, and that's where she carries her poop bags and all that. So she's got a little backpack.
Cute. That's adorable. And then I had a little bonus gift.
Ooh.
If you say you have a big group of friends and like you want to make it cost efficient, but also have it something a little personalized, custom, jewelry making. I bought a jewelry making set on Amazon for like $20. And I collect seashells that are like on the shore. And so I was going to make everyone little seashell necklaces, or not necklaces, earrings. But I just think it's cute. My friends will make them for us. And like, I love it. I like wear it all the time. And like when I see them, I like to wear what they give me. So I just think it's fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
So cute.
Mhm.
I realized I forgot a question for the audience. So while I do that, I'm just going to ask you right on the spot, if you had to buy me a present, what would you buy?
Ooh.
And I'm going to think what I'd buy you, just on like for Christmas.
You're a tough one to shop for because all the things you love, you get gifted already. So that's where I'm like, what would you love? I would probably get my blush for you that I love, the Say blush.
Oh, I've wanted to try that brand, and I said that's a good one. That's
or the lip liner pencil, like something that like I like, and you're like, I wanted to try it, which doesn't happen often because I feel like you are on point with all the brands and everything. Where I feel like I'm slowly catching on, especially living on an island where I can't get things. So I take a lot of advice from you, but maybe you would like that.
Thank you. I would gladly take that. Like that's a brand, like you don't even see brands. You're like, and I've gotten better because I used to buy whatever, like makeup, and now I'm like, I have to fully use something and only buy one. If I want a new blush, I have to use the other one and buy it, and I could get stuck with something I don't like. So that's the one brand I've been dying to try.
I love it.
But I just have not. I'm like, I'm kind of good with my makeup, but
yeah,
that would sway me.
What would you give me?
I would get you that pale. I'm gonna get that for you. I'm gonna make you spray some tonight.
Oh yeah, before I go.
Yeah, just to experience it.
I have to hop on a plane. That's why I was like, this is brilliant.
It's so good. It's so good. I wish we had time for we go to Glow and get you some, but unfortunately we don't. But we're gonna leave with a little tip. Tips for knowing when you're pushing yourself enough in workouts versus overdoing it.
Ooh. I mean, usually, I don't know, you go first.
So a couple of different ways. I think of just realizing if you're able to recover. That's the only overtraining is just like you only overtrain when you train more than you can recover. So that's why like professional athletes can train multiple hours a day and aren't constantly fatigued. It's because they sleep. Like Megs is the laziest person you know because when he gets home after training, he sits on the couch all day and then he goes to bed and he eats so much. Like actually he could do the 10,000. He probably does a 10,000 calorie challenge every couple of days. Like
wow.
he has a bowls. He takes olive oil, pours it, and you hear gloop, 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 and he just sits there. Calories, like thousands of calories of just like pure olive oil throughout the day. But that's how he's able to recover. So with that, like a couple things you could do is like, are you really sore and depleted for multiple days after? Like a day after rest day, but it's like even after rest day, you can't sleep, you feel wired. Also another one, if you can't find a reason, you're just like intuitively, I can't really tell, is you can track your HRV. That's like one way, like the Aura rings, the Apple watches, all those whoops. It's a way to look. And if you just notice your HRV is dipping a lot, could be a way to tell you're not recovering enough. But I think it's just like notice if you can just never get back to 100. if you should be multiple times a week feel like you're having 100% energy, like you're like, I'm pushing myself fully in a workout, and you should maybe only be able to do that maybe 2 to 4 workouts a week. That's fine if it's only like, 2 or 3. But like if you notice, wow, I never feel like I can push myself 100% in my workout, or if I can only once a week, you're probably overtraining. At the same time, if every time you go to the gym almost like 80% of the time and you're going multiple times a week and you're like, I feel good, I can go 100, I don't think you're going 100, like just being that's how I compare it.
Okay, wow. Well, I feel like your tips were really helpful. Like I have no other add-on tips. I was like, well, I honestly don't know with that. So I feel like you have more expertise on the overtraining. For me, I'm more of like, I just listen to my body. If I'm super sore, I'll give it a rest. If I'm not feeling good in a workout, that's what I know. Pivot. Don't force yourself through something that you feel completely awful. There's obviously discipline within it, and like forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do. But if it's making you physically feel bad, don't. But yeah, your tips nailed it.
Actually, I'm gonna go. Maybe you just need to take the other. How'd you like? I explained how like I need to know like how I don't overtrain. How'd you know when you undertrain? How'd you know when you aren't pushing yourself enough? Why don't you flip and answer the other side of the question?
Okay. How I know if I undertrain?
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually like an intuitive thing for me with knowing my body, but if I didn't, I feel like depending on what I'm exercising, I want to like be sore to some extent the next day, or like feel fatigued. Like I like to do as many reps as possible to like burn out at the end. That way I feel like, okay, I'm tired. I like pushed myself the best way I could. That's just like my training style. So I feel like if I'm not doing that, that's kind of when I know. But also, you don't always have to give yourself 100%. So just maybe know how you want to train, go into it thinking, hey, I'm going to do like all out burnout at the end. Or if it's something that's more of like low impact, and that's okay, and just do, lighter weight with more reps, things like that. But yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And like those are kind of some like red flags to look for on both sides.
Yeah.
And then it really comes down to intuitive and just knowing yourself of like, I also like mentally when you're just so bored of the gym, it goes like, do you know what I mean? Like, am I bored or am I out of the habit? Or like, am I starting to resent it? And like, am I just miserable to be around? I tell myself that like sometimes I'm like, I'm snappy, I'm getting mad. Like you message me and I'm just like, oh, I can't be bothered right now. You know what I mean? I'm like, I think you might be overdoing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just like take into account little things like that and learn how you do it, because everyone reacts differently in that sense. But like, how are you off?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to wrap us up?
Of course. If you're like, Keltie, how did that person ask the question? Well, we have an Instagram called Hitting the Bars, and you can slide into our DMs. You can ask us a question we'd be happy to answer, or you can leave a little confession session if you just need to get something off your chest that you may be something embarrassing happened at the gym or at work. We'd be happy to, just help give you some advice on it. And of course, we have on YouTube, and you can leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And most importantly, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.